long story short, I need some points today. We've made some changes to the formation as per your feedback over the past couple of episodes. There has been plenty of it, positive and negative. So I do appreciate the constructive criticism, provided it's offered in a constructive way. So I've been having my back and forths with you guys in the comment section over the past few days. And hopefully we can push forward and get the results that we want moving into the rest of the season to get ourselves into Europe for next year. Obviously, we've gotten a single point from the opening 4 games of the year, not what we were after. We shall sim Burnley today, and then play Arsenal, play Tottenham, sim Brighton, and play West Ham to get us through the month of September. Obviously, you guys have asked me to put more of an impetus on cup football as well, as that is an alternative option to getting into Europe. So we'll do that with the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup this year. I will still play a rotated 11, but obviously as we've improved the squad, the quality we have available as a backup 11 is higher than we previously have had. So we still should be very competitive in that, or in those 2 cup competitions domestically, the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. So moving forward today, hoping to get some points on the board and shoot ourselves up the table. There have been a number of sides that have started the season very well indeed. 3-4 actually, with Spurs there still as well remain unbeaten. Liverpool and Manchester City with the 100% record. Liverpool in fact haven't even conceded a goal yet. So I think if they keep that going, the title's going to be out of our reach. But still, desperate for European football. We were last year, and it was only an inexplicably poor final episode of the season that led to us not getting Europe last year. So if we could be as good as we were for 35 of the 38 games last year and be better in the final 3, we'll be alright. So cracking on then today, we shall get some points on the board. Drop the video a like if you enjoy, subscribe to the channel to make sure you don't miss out on more, hit that notification bell as well. Please do continue to give your feedback. I'm obviously more than willing to listen, and I've been having backs and forths with you guys in the comment section, explaining reasonings for things, why I have done some things, why I haven't done other things. I've obviously mentioned stuff in video as well, but some of it's come 15-20 minutes into a video, and some of you might not have reached that point in a video. Anyway, let's push forward, let's go and get some points against Burnley, and then push further on from there. Burnley time then, they've lost their last 3 games. They won on the opening day of the league season and have lost every single game since. So I'm hopefully going to get 3 points in this one, although we obviously haven't been in that good a form ourselves. I'm hoping the change in formation might freshen things up a bit. I've gone from the 4-3-3 attack to a 4-4-1-1 attack version of, so a centre forward rather than a cam that's sat slightly further up in behind the striker. Tyler Roberts obviously pushing on past Donyell Marlon. Jared Bowen gives us a 1-0 lead from the spot in the 78th minute, and we do get victory, although I would have liked a more convincing victory, but we've gotten 3 points, and that is the most important thing. I have to say, after obviously getting some rather strong feedback in the last episode about Donyell Marlon, I just genuinely completely forgot that I signed him at FC Köln. All I could recall from that series was Luca Bacchio and Rafael Leao. I genuinely absolutely forgot that I'd signed Donyell Marlon in that save. So I've apologised to people in the chat for that, or in the comment section for that, sorry, and I apologise again for re-signing Donyell Marlon in back-to-back series. I just quite simply forgot that I had him in that save. Paulo Gazzaniga has gone to Leipzig, and hopefully in this next game against Arsenal, away from home, we can crack on and build on the victory against Burnley. Matt Macy in goal for Arsenal. Diego Carlos and Rob Holding sat centrally. Papa Sheikh Diop. Adama Traore starts for them against us. That's interesting to see. Obviously, they signed him from us for £50+ million. It's not the most incredible Arsenal starting lineup, is it? Aubameyang on the bench, Volland on the bench. Obviously, with us being where we are in the league table and having had the start that we have, they're not taking us too seriously here, Arsenal. They might live to regret that. I was very impressed with the way that Atal played in the first few games for us, but there was mixed responses to him being used as a forward player. Obviously, he is down as a right winger as well as a right back. Oh, lay this across. 1-0. That was superb. Donyell Marlon gets his first goal of the season for us. Hopefully, it's not the last. I was almost Arsenal-esque the way we played that about, and were very good in possession. Simple finish. I was a little bit apprehensive about playing that across. I wasn't sure whether it would just mess the pass up and the keeper would pick it out. He didn't, and we lead by a goal to nil. And yeah, as I was saying, I'm quite happy with Atal in a forward position. He has the stats to play there, and I did enjoy using him in a right wing position in the last episode, or last 2 episodes, and he will continue as my right winger in the starting 11. But the fact that he can play at right back and be utilised there quite well will obviously play a part in how he's utilised throughout the rest of the save. Marlon is in behind again, and this could be the most incredible start against Arsenal, but it's not. It could still be. It is. In the last episode, my luck was not with me, particularly against Leicester. They scored a rebound goal against me that was very fortunate. Now I've done it against the AI. Is my luck turning? An electric start against Arsenal. And for those naysayers that will have a go at me and say that I've changed the settings and the sliders, etc. to artificially get better results, no, I have not. I'm still on Legendary with the harder sliders. It's fine. And for those that actually, I'm not sure if I actually covered this in a video before, but before they buffed Ultimate difficulty was the same as Legendary in FIFA. They just miscoded it. So when we were playing on Ultimate previously, before they bumped everybody's stats up to 99, it was the same as Legendary. Hence why we've taken this step back to Legendary with our old Ultimate sliders and not really found it any easier. Because effectively, it's the same as it was before they buffed Ultimate. So it's still the old Ultimate, even though it says Legendary. So we'll wait and see how this game plays out. But you saw the distinct lack of quality in Arsenal's starting lineup, and evidently in the opening 15 minutes or so, that has really been their undoing so far. They try and get themselves forward here. That's a very dangerous cross, but Fikayo Tomori deals with it. I've been underwhelmed with him so far, and I will have an adjustment of players' squad numbers as well, actually. I need to do that. You guys asked me to do that in the last episode. And I forgot before recording this one, so I will do that moving forward. If there's actually, what I'll do is, if there's any squad numbers that you'd like me to change, let me know in the comment section now, and I will change the certain ones that you want me to change to what you want me to change them to, if that makes sense. Or we could be in for a third here. Can't miss, surely, says Derek Ray. Yes, he can. There's your evidence. Oh, come on, Arsenal. They're causing their own problems here. Tyler Roberts makes it 3. I didn't have to do anything there. He's kicked it straight at me. I know they're starting a weakened side, but come on. That's Kieran Tierney, who's arguably one of the strongest people in that starting lineup, especially by this point in a save, and he's just passed that straight to me. Arsenal's starting 11 here is baffling. They finished in 6th place last season, 1 goal, ahead of us on goal difference. But our starting 11 has drastically improved, and obviously now hopefully our performances are starting to show that as well. We need to replicate this in multiple games now on the volley. I don't really know what Arsenal are doing here. They're falling apart. It's 4-0. In the 32nd minute. What even is their starting lineup, by the way? I don't know why they've started as weak a side as they have. I might have to start having a look at opponent 11s before we go into games again, but we'll use this. Well, let's assume that this is a one-off, and then we'll see how we go against Tottenham in the next game. But this has been quite a remarkable turn of fortunes. Adama trying to cause some problems against his former teammates, and he's doing so. Diop, Maitland-Niles, Diop again, nice turn. They're going to do something. I'm just tracking with him with Calvin Phillips. Renato Sanchez is there too. Where are you going, Diop? In there to Saka. He's been good for Arsenal in real life recently. Here's Laurent. Turns well. Could shoot. Has shot. Engel with a save. There have been some calls to replace Engel in the starting lineup. I'm not sure whether we'll actually look to do that. I am still training him, obviously. But because he's a keeper, I can only train him 1 module per block of 5 training regime. So there's only so much training you can do with a goalkeeper on FIFA, and I'm hoping that his natural growth will take him on, especially after having a decent season last year and getting 11 clean sheets out of the Premier League season. Could block there by Ben White. I was... Every fibre of my being was ready to concede a goal there. And Engel, with his very, very fingertips, says no. It's almost as if he knew I was talking about him and he decided, actually, I want this starting lineup spot if you don't mind, Ches. It's going to be 4-0 to Leeds at the break. This is the sort of result we should have been getting in the previous couple of episodes. I'm pleased that we have actually shown some resilience and are looking like we are a genuinely good team rather than someone that has replaced loads of people, bought loads of players, and they're not gelled. Alan Saint-Maximin getting in on the act. It's going to be 5-0 at half-time. Don't ask me, I don't know where this performance has come from. It's probably the fact that Arsenal are playing really, really subpar players. They're going to pay for that. They have paid for that. Harvey Barnes off the bench here for Arsenal, as well as Sead Kolasinac at left back. Not really the change I expected them to make, to be honest. I thought we'd see Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang at some point. That's well worked. Very well worked indeed. And Lauren brings Arsenal one back. Don't necessarily need to celebrate that hard, lads. It's 5-1. But fair play. Well worked. They should have had 2, to be fair, shouldn't they? That Joe Willock one. Engel, still not sure how he saved that. I do expect to see Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang at some point. This starting 11 from Arsenal, though, I can't over-exaggerate how under par it actually is. If they played this 11 every week, I'm certain that they'd be involved in a relegation scrap because it's not even close to the sort of team that you expect for Arsenal Football Club, let alone... It's not even what you expect for a top half Premier League side, let alone Arsenal, let alone a top 4 challenging side. White gets a tackle on Sheikh Diop. Engel draws the save to push the corner again. Adama Traore off there. Didn't quite see who came on for him. Harvey Barnes came on earlier. It's Vinicius Junior that's come on for Adama. So we will not see Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang in this game. Kolasinac, Vinicius and Harvey Barnes, who very nearly scored there, are the 3 changes they've made. Less than 20 minutes to go. Still 5-1. We'll see what happens from this corner. Barnes delivers. It's not bad, and Vinicius will score a second. I mean, is the comeback on? I doubt it, but never be too sure with me. Doniel looking for a 6th. He's on a hat-trick, Doniel Marlon. A talent in the box. Lifts it towards the back post. Can we get to that? No. Sheikh Diop heads away. Harvey Barnes on the counter, just away from Calvin Phillips there, who I am now going to consistently start ahead of Doucouré. He's higher rated than Doucouré now, and the plan always has been to have Phillips take over in the starting lineup when he was of the ability to be able to do so, and I believe now that he is at that level. So Calvin Phillips will be my starting CDM, as Tyler Roberts has firmed up his position as our starting cam over the past season or 2. Marlin a long way out, deflected, and will go for a corner. We're looking for a 6th. We'll see if we can get it. We haven't necessarily been more creative here than I ordinarily am. We created, 8 chances against Chelsea, and I've had 10 here. The only difference is I didn't score against Chelsea with 8 chances, and here we've had 10 and we've scored 5. I think it's more a case of we were just being really unfortunate in the opening few games of the season, rather than this being a truly outstanding and uncharacteristic, unfamiliar scoreline. We should be battering sides like this throughout the course of the season if we truly want to be taken seriously at the top end. And I think we will, throughout the course of this season, put in more performances like this. Orsolini taking the mick there a little bit, but he knew the final whistle was coming, and there it is, a 5-2 win at the Emirates. All goals coming in the first half. Arsenal fought back a bit in the second, and to be fair, created nearly as many chances as me, had more shots on target. It's just that every shot I had on target went in. I don't know what ratings their team is at. Lauren is 85, Tierney, Saka, Troyer is 81. Christ knows how good Matt Macy is, or bad Matt Macy is. Vinicius is 87. They benched him. They've still got Aubameyang on the bench. That's inexplicable, really. That's basically as FIFA a game as you can get. Never mind. I mean, I'll take the 3 points. Ta very much. Overall great performance from Danielle. We expect more of the same. No challenge. That first half certainly wasn't a challenge at all. We prefer scoring early. Don't care when we score at the minute, as long as we do. We scored more goals in that game than we have done all season in the previous 4 games combined. That was Jack Clark's last one, so we'll do the tackling one next. Brandon Cooper in there and growing nicely up to 72. He'll probably get a start in this next game alongside Jesus Viejo in the game against Tottenham in the Cup. A transfer offer for Ben White. Right then. I mean, no, but wow. He's 86 rated, Ben White. He's been with us since season 1, and he's grown tremendously. And I'd go as far as to say, I think that he will continue to grow if he keeps playing as well as he has. I'm going to go and sort this second lineup out, and then we'll go and play Spurs. All right, Spurs starting lineup. They're going pretty strong. Maurice, Walker-Peters, Anderson, Diallo, Georgiou, Bowden, Ndombele, Lucas Moura, Session, Dele Alli, Osimhen. That's pretty decent. Certainly stronger than Arsenal's lineup. I'll quickly show you mine. Josh King and Jean-Kevin Augustin up top. Jack Clark on the left. Doucouré, Shackleton, Bowen. Dalbert, Viejo, Cooper, Price, Miller. So that's still better than the side that we brought into the Premier League when we got promoted. Considerably so. Arguably just as good as the side that we started the second season at Premier League level with. We'll wait and see how they get on here against this Tottenham team. Ndombele was a player that we thought about trying to... Oh, calm down. Right then, Victor Osimhen gives Tottenham a 1-0 lead. They've done to me what I did to Arsenal. Let's hope I don't lose this one 5-2. All right, Kyle. I don't know what that was. Josh Peters struggles to get that past Anderson. I don't know where Doucouré was going on that occasion. He just kept running forward until I took control of him. Victor Osimhen can't play that through ball because he ran well offside there, Ryan Session, on a little fancy flick. Oh, can Viejo get to that? He can't. And Dalbert does well to get rid of that header, Lucas Moura. I'm going to need that pace of Dalbert on the left-hand side to deal with his fellow Brazilian. Moura is going to be particularly difficult to play against here. He always is. That's through the legs of the man on that far side, Jack Clark. I do have support here out wide with Jarrod Bowen. That's not the best of first touches. Here comes Price, so down the right-hand side. Can we find Jean-Kevin? No, we can't. Oh, they got lucky there. That just cannoned off Jamie Shackleton and went straight back to Diallo. Competitive game in the opening 15 minutes, although Tottenham certainly have been the better team. Dele is loving a flare pass right now for some reason. Walker-Peters. He's just driving into that gap. Oh, Osimhen, Dele Alli and Ndombele. They are tearing me apart, Tottenham Hotspur. I couldn't cope with that at all. Through to Josh King. Back to Jean-Kevin. Jamie Shackleton getting forward again. Might be quite hard to get through this. Oh, well done by Ndombele. Might be quite hard to get through this Tottenham Hotspur defence. With a 4-2-3-1, they've got 6 people back there. I've only got 2 strikers and maybe 1 person from central midfield pushing forward in Jamie Shackleton. Might have to change formation from the 4-4-2 to try and counteract them in the second half. Wait and see how we progress throughout the course of the remainder of this first, but I haven't really had much going forward so far. Jarrod Bowen will use the run of a teammate there to fool the defender, and Josh King gets that out of his feet, and Hugo Lloris makes a good save. We're fighting back here at Ellen Road. It's been at home, hasn't it, so far this season, that we haven't been getting the results. Losing 1-0 on the... Oh, okay, don't forget the ball, Jack. Oh, we lost 1-0 in both our opening home games in the Premier League. And we drew with... was it Leicester away, or did we lose to Leicester? I think we lost to Leicester, didn't we? We drew with Everton away at Goodison Park, wasn't it? And then we've beaten Arsenal, oh, good save. Beaten Arsenal away, but back at Ellen Road, we're losing again. We're having some homegrown issues right now. Oh, are you sure, Miller? He should have shot there, Dele. Never mind, we'll get that away. That had me slightly concerned there, Mr. Miller. You are going to have to be distinctly better than that if we're to actually stand a chance in this game longer term. Or in this competition longer term, if you're to continue on as my number one in cup competitions. If he performs like that moving forward, I don't think he will. I think Engel will just be getting even more first team football. 5 minutes to go till half time. We've fought back a little bit, but we're still 2-0 down. Sessegnon could help them set up a third. There was a goal to come in stoppage time in the first game today. There might yet be a goal to come in stoppage time in the second game today. And Ndombele is causing me all sorts of problems. The shot is well blocked by Vallejo, but Osimhen was offside. It will just be the two. Or intercepted by Doucouré. That could cost them here. Oh, Josh King looked for the run of Jamie Shackleton, which was very good. But the pass was intercepted. John Stones apparently potentially leaving Man City. Here's Sessegnon. Turns well. Oh, turns really well, actually. Shackleton getting stuck in a right-back role for the time being, although he has excelled there previously in this save and does so again. Tracking back to cover for youngster Price. Doucouré will get this out wide here, and if Josh King can make me the run, I'll try and play him in. Oh, but Anderson has been superb. I don't know anything about him at centre-back other than whenever we've played against Tottenham, he's been superb for them. We have had really competitive games against Spurs in the league in this save. They could be getting a third goal here. Oh, what a save by Miller. Osimhen got to that first. Bring that down. Nice touch. Osimhen got to that first, and how Miller has stopped that, I'm not entirely too sure. That was unreal. I apparently haven't had a shot on target yet today. That might have something to do with the fact, that we're 2-0 down and haven't yet scored. Yeah, it was Cooper actually won that well. I thought it was Vallejo. Shackleton, get it in front of Doucouré. Through there is Jean-Kevin, who has no strength. Win that header, please. Well up, Mr. Vallejo. Price does well. Jared Bowen filling in at right back as Price pushed forward. 5 minutes to go. It does look like we're going out of the competition, but at least we're ending the game with some fighting spirit. You guys wanted me to put more effort into the Carabao Cup, so I've played the game rather than simming it, and unfortunately it hasn't led to a different result. We could have been luckier in the draw. Obviously, if we'd have had lesser opposition than Tottenham Hotspur at this stage, we just had a much better chance of going through. Oh, it's overhit by Josh King, is it? It is. That sums up my entire game. We're going to lose 2-0 to Tottenham. 2 early goals, and then they've been very solid defensively, and we just haven't had enough going forward, even with 2 strikers, to really get ourselves through. I think in the FA Cup, I'm considering the FA Cup games come on Saturdays rather than midweek games like this. I'm just going to play my starting 11. I'm not going to rotate for the FA Cup because it's obviously not the right thing to do now that we've found that out. I played with the side that I normally sim with, and that hasn't worked either. So we shall be playing with our strongest 11 in the FA Cup this season. And moving forward from there, hopefully, we can get ourselves a good cup run. Love to win the FA Cup in this save now. You're welcome, Jared. Stay grounded. You still get plenty of first team football, especially when we reach Europe. Right, no luck in Brazil. Really, you found nobody of any worthwhile. Cheers then. Well, Brighton at home next then. Like I say, we'll sim this, and we'll see how we can get on in this one before we head to the West Ham game. Thankfully, Donyamalan has equalised 7 minutes after Mope gave them a 2-0 lead. Got himself a yellow card in between somehow, Donyamalan as well. And so far, that's all that's happened. Some changes. Shackleton on at right back for Emerson. Mope now injured, but able to continue for the time being. 20 minutes left as Chelsea pull one back against Liverpool. It looks like we're going to draw this game 1-1. And that is the overall result. A 1-1 draw against Brighton sees us up into 11th place in the league. Perhaps would have liked to have done slightly better there, but it is what it is. Never mind. Hoping that Calvin Phillips' passing can improve quite drastically this season. We'll wait and see how he progresses. Right, 10th placed West Ham next. They're right there with us in the league. Plenty of players leaving on international duty in the upcoming games. Hopefully we can raise morale slightly with this press conference here. It's not been the greatest start to the season, you're right, but we have turned it around recently. 2 wins and a draw in the league so far today. West Ham appear to be a weaker side, but they're above us in the league, so they can't be that bad. Your team has struggled. It's me to blame, we'll say. I just evidently wasn't playing very good FIFA when I recorded the last 2 episodes in that play session. We've been better today, and hopefully we can be better still in this game against West Ham. We could go as high as 5th if results go our way, but we will need results to go our way to go that high up. But certainly into the top half if we win this. Unai Simon in goal for West Ham. Valin Balbuena, Spendelhofer and Masuaku, Wilshere and Declan Rice. Behind Diangana, Fornals and Carbonero, with Pokranic up top. Pokranic? I don't know how to pronounce that. We'll wait and see if he's any good up top. So, well, other than the players that I don't recognise, I don't know if they're regens. That's the thing. Players like the striker and Carbonero on the far side. I don't know if he's a real-life player that's grown well and they've brought him up, or whether he's a regen or what. But the players that we do recognise in that starting 11 are decent. I perhaps shouldn't have played that pass there. Should maybe have been a little bit more direct with Tyler Roberts to start things off. Never mind. 0-0 after 5 minutes. This is the Carbonero guy. Like I say, I don't know if he's a real-life player or not. But I was going to take the piss out of his passing there, but then I misplaced my own pass. And now Pokranic is in behind. How's his finishing? Damned impressive is the answer. Clinical, so accurate. He must be a regen because his shirt's tucked in and he's got the EA default boots on. So he's got to be a regen, surely. But that is a deadly finish. Rifled in off the post on the far side. That's a hell of a finish. Talk about composed, under pressure in front of goal. 1-0 West Ham. Get the turn. Tyler Roberts is there. Where do I go? I'll look for Tyler. Can I get that to Daniel? I don't think I can. I can via Renato, though. And he's turned well, Marlon. Oh, don't start doing that to me again, game. I had that level of misfortune earlier on in the season. Oh, that's really well worked. No, oh, Jesus! Both posts hit in the space of 2 minutes. Can you believe it? Oh, my God. Don't tell me my luck has turned again. Saint-Maximin straight at the keeper. I had a look, actually, on FIFA for that Carbonero guy. And he is a real-life player. Starts at 67 rated, but has the potential of 85. So I don't know whether you guys were already familiar with him. I certainly wasn't. But some of you guys that do longer-term ITG saves might be more familiar with him. He was Ecuadorian, I think. I can't actually recall when I looked what team he played for, but I don't think it was... I think it was the South American side. I'm not sure off the top of my head. I'm trying to remember. But can I feed that through to Ital? His touch is decent, but not good enough. Still 1-0 down here, despite hitting both posts so far. Corner for West Ham. Pablo Fornals will deliver it. It's decent. Engel punches well enough. It's not going to reach Daniel Marlon that far out. Jack Wilshere could cross on his left. Trying to be fancy, West Ham. Here is that Carbonero guy, and he's gotten away from me well. Not once, but twice. 3 times, although I wasn't in control of the defender on that occasion. I say defender, it was Tyler Roberts. Right, Emerson pushing forward from right back then. Pace, off we go. 1-2 maybe? Is he going to continue the run? He is. Atal is here. He's going to turn inside here with Yusuf. Find Tyler Roberts. Renato Sanchez made a great run there. I just couldn't get it to. Sanchez will find Marlon, who spun well and fouled. Clinically, cynically even, is the word I'm looking for, by the defender. And Balbuena might be in trouble here. I was in on goal. Will this be a straight red for the West Ham captain? I'm not sure. I can't recall whether this is or is not a red card animation. It might just be a yellow. No, it is a straight red. I was in on goal. It was outside the box, so the double jeopardy rule doesn't come into effect. A straight red for West Ham. Oh, it's from behind as well. Yeah, that's a straight red. Right, Alain Saint-Maximin. Who has the best free kicks? Renato Sanchez is decent. I'll give it to Renato then. What can he do? Can I play this short? I could play this short actually to Alain Saint-Maximin. Now let's shoot. Let's shoot. I'll pop it there. I'll put a bit of power on it and some top spin too. Time it. Oh no, now I've hit the bar as well as both posts. What have I got to do to score at the London Stadium? Send me help. I swear to God, if I don't score in this game and lose by a goal to nil, after hitting every single piece of woodwork, I'll be livid. Roberts looks for a towel. Lovely ball. Drilled into the middle. Masuaku gets there ahead of Marlon. Don't tell me my fortunes are going to turn so quickly with the game against Arsenal, and then we're right back where we started in this West Ham game. They're down to 10 men now. Surely we have to get something from this game. It's not that we're not creating chances. I've hit both posts in a bloody crossbar. Masuaku's onside there. Okanic. Nice tackle by Tomori. All I've got to do is make sure we don't concede a second. Fornals to deliver. We have conceded from a corner today. Phillips, Renato away. Oh, a poor touch from Valin. And Marlon is in, but he's recovered well, the defender. Can we get that off him there? No. Masuaku does well as well. And that'll be 2-0. Sorry, 1-0. And a man down at half-time. West Ham. That's out. Slightly fortunate to get past Spendelhofer, but does do so and has the pace to get away from him too. Turns nicely. Finds Alan Saint-Maximin, whose shot is blocked and falls straight into the keeper's arms. I can't say so far that I haven't created enough chances to win this game, let alone get something from it. They've had one shot. They've scored it. I've had 5. And 2 have been on target. And the 3 that haven't been on target have all hit the woodwork. I haven't shot wide at all yet. I just can't score a bloody goal here against West Ham. I shall continue to try. We'll wait and see what happens. It's Paul. We'll pick that up. Phillips quickly forward there to Marlon. And out wide here to Alan Saint-Maximin. I don't know as they've changed their formation or made a substitution to deal with the loss of the defender so far, West Ham. Oh, they haven't. They're still playing a 4-2-3-1. So they are missing a centre-back. Got to make that pay. We have to make that pay. There's no excuses for not making that pay other than their woodwork has got a ball magnet in it. Oh, it was well struck by a towel. It's a good save by Simon. Knock that down. Well done, Malacia. And Saint-Maximin. Oh, that's a poor pass. Although I've been given a foul for getting bumped off it. We'll take it quickly. Sanchez, Atal, Renato, forward. Tyler Roberts, round the corner. Yusuf, Atal! Oh, good save by Simon again. I cannot score in this game. Win that header. Declan Rice does. And it will fall to Carbonero. And with half an hour to play, they still have their clean sheet, West Ham. But I don't know how. It's not for a lack of trying. Calvin Phillips. He's had enough of defending. He just wants to get us this goal. Marlon to Sanchez. Renato back to Phillips again. Come on, lads, let's work this well. Renato, Marlon, there's Tyler Roberts. We'll use his run as a decoy. Daniel Marlon commits the defender to ground and scores! Really well worked goal. We do have ourselves something to cheer at the London Stadium today. Completely sent the defender to ground. See you later, Masuaku. 1-1, and there is time to push for another. Renato Sanchez going off for Jamie Shackleton here as we try and add yet more pace to our centre of midfield. Let's see if Jamie can pop up with a goal. He did score our first 2 of the season against Everton. He's going to have to do it again for me here. Oh, their decision not to change their formation or make a substitution has cost them the game. Marlon's in. It's 2-1. We've scored 2 goals in 2 minutes after hitting the post twice in 2 minutes. We will get 3 points. They didn't make a change. They got a centre-back sent off and haven't changed their formation or altered the way that they play whatsoever. It's their own fault. Look at that gap. It's there again. Inexplicable from the AI. Look at the minimap at the bottom. They've got 2 wing-backs either side and they're nothing all the way through. We've gotten 2 now, and if they continue to play like this, West Ham, we might get more. Shackleton into Tyler Roberts. To be fair, how we haven't gotten more so far, I'm not sure. Shackleton over the top, looking for the run of Tyler. Oh no, it was Daniel Marlon. We'll look for Marlon again. And he's in here, Daniel, for a hat-trick. For the 4th time in this game, the woodwork's in the way. Drilled up there to Carbonero. Rice again into Fornals. It's Carbonero again and Valin. Chasing him hard. Can't get the ball off him at the minute. Rice, or off them at the minute. Valin into Declan Rice. West Ham come back into life offensively, trying to get themselves a point from this. Oh, I've just looked at the minimap. They've literally got nothing back here. It's your own fault, lads. They have crumbled here. The luck was heavily in their favour with the way that the ball kept coming back off the woodwork in this game. All right, defender. Not sure what you've done there, mate. Oh, nearly through for Jamie Shackleton. They've had, other than the red card, which isn't really luck or like good luck or bad luck, it just was a bad challenge. Not like a challenge that shouldn't have been anything more than a yellow and they unluckily got a red. It definitely was a red card. But they have shot themselves in the foot, West Ham United. We will take 3 points from this. We deserved it, but it was only through West Ham's own doing that we got it. Both posts hit in the space of 2 minutes, and the bar from a free kick, and the bar from open play, but we grind to a 2-1 win. Oh, how we needed that. Not just that result, but this episode. Another 2 good goals for Donyell Marlin. We have our clinical striker that we were looking for at last at Leeds United. This managed role at AC Milan. That's how good an episode we've had. Sorry, lads, not going to Milan. Oh, dearie me. Thrilled with how that episode has gone. Would have liked to have gone through in the Carabao Cup. It's not very often I actually say that, but I would have liked to have gone through in the Carabao Cup. Unfortunately, we didn't. But has anyone, as we push into a new month, has anyone grown any further? Roberts is now 85 rated. Tyler Roberts 85. So we have a front 4 of all 85 now. Emerson's up to 83 from 82 and Engels up to 82 from 81. His positioning's still only 75 and his handling 74. Hey. Where are we in the league then? 8th. We're into the top half and still 7 points off 4th, but only 3 points off 5th. One thing at a time. How have Liverpool and Manchester City won every single game? Both of them so far this season. Oh my god. Top 4 is all we're going to be able to achieve this year. The title is out of our reach. I think the title in any save is going to be out of our reach unless EA patch the way that Karimo teams play right now. There's no way in any save on Legendary I'm going to not make a mistake and drop points. I am not going to win 38 games out of 38, ever. But we have won 3 of today's 5, so I'm pleased with that. Up into the top half, and hopefully tomorrow, up even further. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Hopefully you're pleased with the turnaround in form and it deserves your thumbs up. And I'll see you tomorrow.